Welcome back to Hood Fishing, and it is time to talk about chicken. This is a 10-pound bag of chicken leg quarters. Got some other chicken right here. One-handed today again. This is frozen. This is chicken hearts. That was $1.19. This 10-pound bag of chicken quarter legs was $4.50. So my bait situation right now is really dismal. The place that I usually go to catch bait on the line or in the cast net when I'm by myself anyway is the same place where that huge fish kill was the last video. So I was there this morning. I've been up since 3 a.m. to go out there and try the same thing over again, but a little different. Did not work. I brought my cast net this time, and every time I threw the net, it came back with dead fish. They weren't floating this time. They're on the bottom. So every time I threw the cast net and brought it back in, we had all these fish spines and other things in the net, a lot. It was really bad. The only thing kicking around was gar and small minnows. Went all over the place. Not worth making a video out of though. So I kept thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Because there's a lot of places I can go where I'll see mullet, but I cannot throw the cast net because I'll lose the cast net there. There's only a few places right in here, right now, for the moment. Things are going to change in a day or so. Things are going to change in a big way. Believe me, just hold on tight. I got something coming that is a big game changer for me, but for the moment, I have to buy chicken. And buying chicken right now is not necessarily economical. If I could go to Walmart, maybe I could get those frozen chicken breasts, but the prices on that have gone up too. The prices on good chicken over at the store, like, you know, the smaller packs, double what this was. Like if I wanted boneless chicken breasts, it would cost me anywhere from $8.50 to $10. If I wanted, let's say, a pack of drumsticks of about that weight, $13 over there. It's insane. You just walk over a little bit, look to your right, and you see this for $4.50. Okay, so we're going to use this for bait. We got chicken hearts here. We got those there. We got this. This is not cheap either, but you get a decent amount of KoolAid there. That was just a little less than $5. These are not Walmart prices, by the way. These are $1.99 a box. That's regular Jello. We could not get any off-brand KoolAid mix or Jello mix. We have to go with the top shelf brand here. So $2, so that's $4, that's $5. Everything I got was 16 something dollars. This is all I got. These things here. I do not like spending that kind of money on bait down here in Southeast Louisiana when I usually can go get it. But I'm just desperate to go get on that river and catch something, and I know I can with chicken. Plus, I can eat some of this. Not the chicken hearts though, but if that's you, you do you, boo. We got a Coon Hound that's upset out there. There's a lot of noise going on. We need one of these bags and we need one of those bags. Another thing that I want to tell you, took me an hour to get out of the store. It took me 5 minutes to get what I needed. Took me an hour in line. This is crazy today. I don't know why so many people came shopping right after Labor Day. Dang. I have used this particular chicken for bait. When I lived in Natchez, Mississippi, I actually lived off these. I got like at least one of these bags every once or 2 weeks or something. A couple of these a month, something like that. I fished with this chicken, but I've eaten a lot of it because it is really cheap. There is better chicken you can buy out there, but when I want to buy something for bait from the grocery store, I don't like spending a lot of money. These are expensive, and this was kind of pricey, but this will go a long ways. I've never used KoolAid. What we're going to do here is we got to thaw this, so we need to throw that in the sink and run some water on it. We're going to make KoolAid hearts, and we're going to cut this up for later, but I think I'm going to eat most of this and use some of it as bait. Gotta thaw this. Can I help you? Do you want something? Chicken hearts aren't for dogs. Well, I guess maybe they are. I don't know. But if I'm talking too fast, talking kind of like Ben Shapiro, this is to blame. Black coffee. It's going to take a while for that thing of chicken hearts to thaw. So let's do this up. When I'm going to get this chicken and cut it off the bone to make bait, I prefer to do it in my sink. That way I don't make a mess. My Coon Hound would like me to do it on the floor where everything's easy access for her, but that's not going to happen. Not a bad size. Sometimes I have bought chicken breast, the ones from Walmart, the frozen ones. I prefer to buy cheap stuff that I'm gonna, cheaper stuff than more expensive. But with this, it's too much chicken. I don't need that much chicken for bait. So we're gonna freeze some for the table for later. All right, I got 2 leg quarters here that we're gonna cut up for bait. Now you can get this drumstick off just by like what I'm doing. See how I pop the joint there? Now I'm gonna take these scissors. You can also use a fillet knife, but scissors work pretty good. I'm gonna jam that point in there and start cutting. Oh, this chicken's got a lot of fat on it. It'll be good for bait. It's not a bad chicken to eat, but I noticed that a lot of people don't buy this in the store where I got it. They're buying that more like Pilgrim Farm or whatever that is, the more expensive chicken. I think this chicken's from Mississippi. It's not going to make a lot of bait. We're going to get some though. The problem with cutting your own chicken off the bone for bait is that you end up with a lot of pieces of different sizes. It's probably why guys like to just go get that cheap frozen chicken breast stuff at Walmart when it's affordable. We're going to take these over here to my cutting board and we're going to go ahead and cut them up with the fillet knife. Let's get smarter here. Let's put this raw chicken on the plate right there. I didn't want to cut it up over there at the sink. I just wanted to get it out of that bag and dulled up because the bag is real juicy and messy. So we're going to cut along the bone here. We're going to end up with a decent piece. That's a good bait right there. You can do this too. Have the big part of the stick on your cutting board and then bring the knife along the bone. If you wanted to get creative and work with power tools, you could even cut this up with a Sawzall, but that seems dangerous to me. All right, we're gonna try to get another big piece off here. Not really a big piece, but we got a piece of skin right there. We'll save that. That you could put on a 4 or 5 or maybe a 6/0, maybe a 5/0. See, you get the picture. We're gonna get a bunch of irregular baits here. Some big, some medium, some small. When you don't want to spend a lot of money, this is what you end up with. We got bait right there. Could be 2 baits actually. Here we go. I'm also not throwing these away, just getting the meat off. Here we go, we got one more. All right, one suggestion when you do this and you end up with all these small pieces, but you don't necessarily want to have to switch to a smaller hook when you get down to this, just take a bunch of small pieces and put on a big hook. Put multiple pieces on there. That works. Now that we got through the drumsticks, here we are with our probably our biggest pieces of bait that we can get, and that's off the thigh. We're gonna just cut down this bone here, get a nice chunk, and we're gonna look at it and we'll see. We might be able to turn that into 2 pieces. It depends on what you want to do, what size hooks you're gonna throw. I know chicken always makes you think channel cat bait, but believe it or not, I've pulled out some decent blue cats out of the Mississippi River with chicken, and of course we're gonna flavor this too. I'm cutting through some cartilage right now, some small bones. You can catch catfish with a piece of chicken that has bones in it. So like this has some bone in it right there, and that's not that big of a deal. It's a nice piece. You can sorry, see the bone right in there, right there. We're gonna leave it, and we're gonna use that as a piece of bait. We'll throw that in the bait pile right there. Need something out of here. We're not cooking bait. This is for something else. You guessed it, we're being frugal. Put all that stuff I didn't want for bait in this pot. It's got some skin and some bones. We're gonna put a little bit of water in there because that's gonna make enough stock, about maybe 2 cups or more. Enough stock to do something with. But of course I'm gonna start with more water than just 2 cups. There we go. We're gonna add some stuff to it too. Here we go. I'm not gonna add much. We've got an onion that's been sitting in there in that refrigerator for too long. We're just gonna throw that in there. Oh, I forgot. Let's put some garlic peels in there. That'll be cool. Let's put some garlic cloves in there too. Put that whole thing in there, kind of break it up. This is supposed to be a bait video, but I'm cooking all of a sudden. Nice. Just leave that simmering for several hours. All right, guys, down in the comments section, we're gonna have a little fun here. Which one you like best? Jello or Kool-Aid? Lots of guys have been asking me if I use Kool-Aid for my chicken. I've always used strawberry Jello. Well, it's been suggested over and over and over. If I'm going to use Kool-Aid, why did I buy strawberry Jello? Just for the video. I probably will go through this, but we got this. Sometimes lately when I'm going out to look for Kool-Aid, it's gone. Like they all bought it. You know, I don't know, because of COVID, they think maybe Kool-Aid's going to help them or something, or I don't know what's up. Maybe they saw a hurricane coming and they bought it all. But I lucked out this time and I found it, and I was just too lazy to put this back. I thought, hell, I like Jello. I'll either eat that myself or go through it. I was in line when I found this, so I didn't want to lose my place in line. It's like a mile from the cash register too. We're going to do KoolAid Chicken. We're just going to dump this into the bag, just like so. And then we're going to take this, and we're just going to eyeball it. That might be good right there. Now we're going to get some of that air out of that. Notice how I did not add any liquid. There's enough liquid still in that chicken. I'm just going to play around here and get it all mixed up, and then we're going to let this sit in the refrigerator overnight. And here we go. We're just going to toss it right in there. Maybe a little better than that. It was kind of haphazard. Here we go, guys. Chicken hearts thawed out. They look like fingertips, don't they? Little tiny hearts. Now you could probably put this on a 4/0, a 5/0, or a 6/0. You could cut them in half and put them on smaller hooks. Good channel cat bait. They will catch blue cats, of course. My stock is starting to smell pretty good too. I'm going to turn that down. It's starting to boil over. Put it on a 2. It's going to sit there for several hours. All right, we're going to put these all in this bag. I don't eat chicken hearts, so I'm going to have them forever for bait. Here we go. KoolAid Chicken Hearts. That's what we're going for tonight. Gonna eyeball it again. Just dump a fair amount in there. I don't plan on drinking this Kool-Aid. I have a friend that won't drink water because he says it doesn't have any flavor, so he only drinks Coca-Cola. Maybe a little more flavor. Here we go. Wow, let's come over here in the light so you can see. They look like strawberries now in here. You could maybe pawn them off as strawberries. Don't do that, that's horrible. A nasty trick to play on somebody. Would you like a strawberry? It's a strawberry heart. Yeah, same thing with the other chicken. I think we got enough flavor in there. We're gonna put this in the fridge, and we're not gonna fish with it till it sits in there a while, at least 24 hours. All right, guys, that's how I prepare my chicken for catfish bait. If you want to go ahead and use chicken breast, because I have in the past, but right now, too expensive for me. But it's okay. If you want to do that, you do you, boo. I think it's better on the plate at the price it is right now. But sometimes you can find it cheap at Walmart in the bag. I haven't been able to get out there. Don't know what it's costing right now, but everything's going up. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money to get some chicken to go fish for cats, go in the store like I did, get the cheapest chicken and cut it off the bone, or try some chicken hearts. If you want to mess around with chicken liver, there you go. I don't feel like messing around with chicken liver. Yeah, you're right. All right. Thanks for watching and subscribing, and I will see you next time.